I'm Jenkinson, caravan industry expert. Welcome to my channel. Hello and welcome to the channel. First of all, big milestone, we've passed the 1500 subscriber mark. Please keep it up, please keep liking, and please keep subscribing. Right, what we're doing today? Well, I'm at Campbell's Caravans at Preston at Lockstock Hall. A little bit of background history here. This has been here since 1969, started up by Barney Campbell, who used to sell garages on this site by the railways here, and he'd worked part-time on the railways, or I think he worked full-time on the railways and did this part-time. And somebody brought him a caravan, basically to part exchange against the garage, one of these prefab garages. He sold it in a day, he went and bought another one, and that's how he started up. Anyway, fast forward, there used to be big Luna dealers. Sadly, of course, Luna no longer with us. But they're Bailey and Coachman, and they do a lot of used vans as well. And at the moment, as we are in a relatively shortage of used Tourers, they have got a very good selection. So this is around about, so we're on here in December. If you're after a good used Tourer for selection, this is one of the best places I've seen such a good selection at. So I recommend you get yourself down and have a look. They've been very active buying their stock in. Right, today's review. Well, I'm looking at a Bailey Phoenix Plus, and it's a 650. It's a 2022 model. Obviously, there's been nothing changed from 2021. Bailey have just let them shunter through. And to be quite honest, at just over £23,000, and it weighs less than 1,500 kilos loaded, there's quite a lot of Tourer here for the money. Now, I was never a Phoenix fan on the first ones a year or two ago, but they put the Phoenix Plus, which they've upgraded them. They put a bit of what they were doing on the dealer specials and thrown it into a standard range, and hey ho presto, they've come up with a half decent Tourer. So without further ado, let's have a quick look around and see what else I think about this big family Tourer, the 650. it's looking quite good at the moment. Right, I'm going to start off here in the kitchen, because here, of course, if you've got 6 people on board, this is going to be quite a busy area, because you'll be going to be preparing meals, etc., for all those hungry mouths. And what you've got is quite a lot of worktop here. Big sink for washing up after, bags of me not doing it. And also you've got 2 main sockets, your light switches, and your heater control for your Truma heating, which is excellent heating, by the way. I know people go on about Aldi, it's very good, it's Aldi, but Truma is instant heat, and I think it's very good, and people say it's nosy. I don't think it is. But anyway, that's another up for debate. You get a 4 burner hob, so you don't get a dual fuel hob on this, but that's not a major problem. You've got your oven, and also you've got a decent, look at this big drawer there to put your cooker in, and you've got some good cupboard storage under there, and also under that piece there as well, under your oven too. Now also you've got your overhead lockers here. Just readjust myself a bit. They're good, look at that, good size. Now, the shelving isn't too bad. So we've got those polystyrene inlays there. Keep going on those, sorry about that, but I do. Now, look at that, just shuts slowly. Now, this is not really classed as, well, it's not an entry-level van. It's up from the firm's Discovery range, which is an entry-level tourer. This is classed as your first new Caravan. Right, now what I'm just surprised at, there isn't a extending shelf on there, because I think that would have just been the icing on the cake here in the kitchen. You get a decent sized window, and also again your storage for your cookery up there, and you have your fridge over on this side. I'll just mind that lens cover, which of course is the latest Dometic. You've got these handy little shelves here, and also you've got a bit of surface here too, but you'll probably no doubt put your telly on there, your control panel, and some handy shelving here, and your microwave. Now your microwave, again, look, you can have a go at me if you want, but I just think that this looks like it's been retrofitted. It could do with being finished off better. Even if they'd done some sort of an inlay, it would have just looked better as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, gripe over. Oh gosh, that's a very strong spring on that. Got a cupboard above there. Goes down. So you've got your kitchen here, and it's all pretty much at hand, so it's quite good. So as I say, if there's 6 people you're creating a meal for, you do need all this space. And as I say, an extension flap on there wouldn't have gone amiss. I'll have a go and look at this back end now. Right. I like this little side dinette here. This is brilliant. And when I said there'd be 6 people in here, I was lying. There's actually going to be 5. So, sorry about that. You've got a side single, let's get back to this. You've got a side single dinette here, which I think is really good, because actually 2 adults could use this. It really is a good size. And you've got your divider here, which is a container to cut yourself off from the front end there, which is good. Decent overhead storage here. Again, they shut down nicely. Now, I really do like the way they've curved these lockers. It looks more upmarket. It really does. And also having spot lamps here too, individual ones. Now, across here, you've got the fixed bunks. And these are pretty sturdy, I'll tell you that for nothing. They're pretty good sturdy bunks. You've got plenty of headroom in between. Each bunk has got a window. Also, you've got a individual little spot lamp there as well, which is good. And the top bunk here, of course, is reached to by the ladders. And again, it's a decent size. Maybe if we were going to criticise this at all, probably a shelf or one of those pouch type shelves wouldn't have gone amiss maybe at the top end here by the window. And it would just broken that up a bit, and we could say on the bottom end too. Now also you can get through to the outside from inside here, so they've got an access flap. That mattress is pretty thin actually, And the speed will be okay, but it's quite thin. But no, that's pretty good. Plus as well, you've got a roof vent up here as well, so you've got some plenty of natural light coming in, and you've got good windows here, so plenty of light again, and ventilation. Right, let's go into that little room in the back. Right. Now, of course, you don't get a washroom loo in, you don't get a washroom window in here. You get the Thetford cassette loo, and it's quite a nice little box. I quite like the way they've done that, Bailey, actually. A basin, of course, which is deep enough, and a bit of storage beneath. And also, you get this mirror here, which has LED lighting in there, I think, if I remember rightly. And you've got, oh, come on, that's it. Not a bad wardrobe. Because remember, 5 people are going to be in here. Not bad hanging space. And the shower. Yeah, that's fine, but there's nowhere to put your soaps on or anything like that. Which seems rather a shame. But you do get a roof vent, well done, Bailey. Lets all that steam out. So I mean, you could get changed in here at a pinch, but it's not over the big. Ideal for the kids to get changed in here. So it's a little bit tight for space, I'll admit, but not too bad. Right, let's crack on up to the front lounge and see what that's all about. And like, oh, little loo roll holder there. And before I go from it, I'm sorry I'm going to have me gripe with the GRP wall still. It still looks very, very dated, that. I'm sorry, it does. Okay, to this bit. And what I like instantly about this, you've got 2 good sized settees here, so you can use those as single beds. I'd fit on there okay. If you were just 6 foot, you may struggle a little bit. The cushions aren't too bad either. They're quite firm. I was sitting on these just before. You get a scatter cushion. Again, you've got that horrible sort of, it just makes it look worse. Sorry I keep going on about it, but it just looks that horrible yellowy, as though it's almost got stained almost. Do you know what I mean? Could be holes up here which light up. Speakers well placed here, quite like that. You've got the big usual Bailey window there, and your radio will go and fit in that bit. And again, fair decent size, and they fit the excellent status TV aerial in there as well, which is brilliant. That's really good. But the seating is pretty comfortable. It really is. Underneath, of course, isn't too bad. Although if you put stuff that you would normally put in a front locker, because don't forget, of course, Baileys don't have front gas lockers and haven't done for many years now, it does eat into there. 2 blown outlets here. There's some blown outlets at the back there. Decent chest of drawers. Slats for making up your bed. And basically, that's it. Now, come on, I know someone's going to say, you've not mentioned the access flaps, and that's true, because there ain't none, and you know what I'm like about that sort of thing. So, there's no access flaps underneath there. Again, a little bit disappointing, because I think you should have them on. But lights in here will be good. You've got corner spot lamps there, and you've got 2 LEDs up in the ceiling here, and also you've got the really high. Well, what do I think of the 640? I think there's a lot of Caravan here for the money, to be quite honest with you. Yes, it's got a few little drawbacks, but I think it's definitely an improved level of Taurus from Bailey. It feels a bit more upmarket than the original Phoenix did, and it's far better than what the Pursuits were, that's for sure. Pursuits just never hit it for me. And also, I think really at the end of the day is, you know, Bailey have done a pretty good job, and at this sort of money, I think you get quite a lot of Tourer for it. You've got your microwave, that type of thing. As I say, a few little things I would, you know, do gripe out. No access seat lockers. This GRP wall does look dated, I think, as far as I'm concerned. If you disagree, fine. Plus, the microwave could do with just finishing off a little bit better. And the seating's good. And the bunks are great. Good fixed bunks, plenty of room, top and bottom, so plenty of room for the kids to sit up in bed even. This little side thing's great. The only thing it doesn't do, it doesn't slide along, so it can be a bit, if you're a little bit on the bigger side, then you're going to struggle to get in here a little bit, to be quite honest. It's a shame it's not a slider one like there used to be, because you used to slide along, you could move it in and out, and it was great because you could have it as a table if you sat here on your own, but if you didn't want it right up, you could just put it back there and do something else. It was really good. So maybe that would be good. You got a freestanding table, obviously, for your lounge at the top end there. So that's pretty good. So all in all, I would give this probably a marking of 7.5 out of 10. If it had the access flaps, that'd have knocked it up to probably 8. And these GRP walls, again, you know, that's just knocked it down a little bit for my liking. But on the whole, it does represent a pretty good van. And I think really, if you're in this marketplace for a 5-berth like this will take a little bit of beating. But of course, Sprite is still the market leader on that as far as I'm concerned. And Eldest with the Explorer good. But then again, the Bailey said, well, this is aimed more upmarket than the Explorer, which yes, it is. Right, okay. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed the video. Please keep liking, please keep subscribing, and I'd love to hear the comments, and I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. Right, I'm signing off, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.